Welcome back, everybody, to some more Dragon Ball Super reviews. And today we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 44, The Amazing Copy of Vegeta. Or it's not really called The Amazing Copy of Vegeta. I think it's called Copy of Vegeta, or it's not even called that. That was actually what the leaks, I think, called it. It's actually called the Seal of, like, the Superhuman Water, if I remember correctly. And it looks, first of all, this episode is just amazing. I really like it. It's one of those Dragon Ball Super Spice of Life episodes, if I were to say so myself. And I really like those Dragon Ball Super Spice of Life episodes because they're a nice change up from the average, story plot. Is well, I don't necessarily call them Spice of Life. It's what my friend Geekdom, well, not my friend, but Geekdom 101 always calls them Spice of Life episodes. But anyway, um, while while this episode begins, basically the episode begins pretty easy, nice and easy with Monaka. Monaka is dropping something off at Capsule Corporation, and while he's doing this, he's giving something to Bulma, and obviously Monaka's always the test dummy. If you've ever kind of realized in Dragon Ball Super, he's kind of the test dummy. Everybody likes to use Monaka for their own little personal advantage. But this theme also continues as Bulma is working on an experiment and asks Monaka to actually help him, which is help her, which is kind of funny. So she basically has him doing this like weird liquid like thing, and it's very comical, but you kind of have to feel for Monaka because he's like, man, why does everybody do this to me, kind of deal. Um. Anyway, while this is all happening, Bulma does not realize that Kid Trunks, and of course it's Kid Trunks. I mean, let's be honest, Kid Trunks is the dumbest character. I don't know. Well, I've actually I don't hate Kid Trunks as much as I used to, but of course Kid Trunks is obviously here. But it's kind of I think they're trying to give Kid Trunks an important role because obviously with future Trunks returning, it's going to be harder to give Kid Trunks a bigger role when future Trunks is going to happen. So they're just trying to give. I think they're just trying to give Kid Trunks at least a decent role before anything really starts taking place. And Goku. So yeah, during this point in time, Kid Trunks and Goten are just fooling around, and in Monaka's truck, you get to see after he's done helping Bulma. Actually, Jocko is there for weird reasons. I think Jocko is just always there when he's not working with the Galactic Patrol. But actually, Jocko is trying to hunt down a criminal, and this criminal is, I guess, a high-ranked criminal too. So Jocko is trying to find out where this criminal is, but he's not doing a good job since he's sitting around Earth. But who knows? Maybe he already knows, and it's being classic Jocko. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to work up a strategy to beat him. I'm not scared at all. Um, but that's funny though. Anyway, when Monaka leaves, Kid Goten and Kid Trunks are basically locked in the car because they weren't ever out in time. Nobody really noticed that Kid Goten and Trunks were missing until Monaka left. And before Monaka even leaves, though, Goten and Trunks are trying to get out of the car. Like, they're trying to go like, Monaka, Monaka, and stuff like that. But he's not hearing them because he's listening to, I guess, this radio guy. Like, some guy on the radio. And it's, like, so funny. And if you've ever seen anything like Star Wars or just anything that has, like, spaceships, basically, Star Wars is the first thing that comes to mind, though, when I see something like this. Anyway, if you've ever seen anything like that, that's where that's basically what Monaka does. He flips up the engines and boom, everything goes by at light speed. You can see all the stars and everything, and yeah, he can't hear Kid Goten and Trunks at all, and it's so funny. Um, Anyway, Monaka basically is going to this one random planet, but for what reasons? Well, he's trying to learn Taijutsu. or martial arts to be exact. It does. I don't remember why it says taijutsu. I don't remember why I said that, but it was kind of funny. Um, Anyway, when Monaka first lands there, Kid Goten and Kid Trunks basically get out of the car, and Monaka. Well, Bulma then notices Kid Goten and Trunks are missing, and then Monaka tells them that he was in the car and he's on this random planet, and that's where they are. And so obviously Bulma then tells Vegeta that hey, the kids are missing and blah blah blah. So then Vegeta is all awesome and whatnot, and he's like, yeah, but I don't know how to get to that planet. And I guess Goku is not there. Like, how Goku would normally be like instant transmissioning people to uh where they need to go. Well, he's not there. I guess he's training with King Kai and still relaxing. Um, so then Jocko says, "Well, I know where said planet is." And Bulma's like, "Okay, Jocko. Well, you're gonna take Vegeta there and get my son back and Goten." And obviously Jocko's like, "Why should I?" And then Bulma shows Vegeta, Jocko some like weird picture that Jocko drew of the Galactic King, which is he just drew a picture of the Galactic King with shit all over him, and it was so funny. It's purple poop and everything, and Bulma's like, if you don't, I'm gonna show the Galactic King this photo. Then Jocko immediately says, yeah, let's go, Vegeta. So Vegeta and Jocko then enter Jocko's spaceship together, and it's pretty much at this point in time, the two then just decide to, you know, I think, yeah, because Jocko's spaceship is kind of slower, so it's like he's not going to get there as fast as Monaka did. Anyway, when Monaka, Goten, and Trunks, after they kind of get done, like, unpacking the truck, apparently, these two dudes show up, and there's like this green panda guy. He's not really green himself, but it's like a panda dude, and he has like a pacifier around his neck. Yeah, a necklace with a pacifier on it. I mean, it's classic Dragon Ball character design, and it's so funny looking though. Anyway, Goten and Trunks make short work of these like green dudes that were surrounding the panda guy, and so as this is all happening, the panda dude then starts freaking out, not because he's mad at Goten and Trunks, but because his pacifier is gone. And, he basically tells them, yeah, the pacifier has the strength of a whole planet. Well, that's some pretty weird stuff. I mean, if you think about it, like, the strength of a planet, does this mean, like, the energy that would live on the planet? Like, how planet Earth would have humans give energy and stuff like that, and the environment itself? Like, is that what it's talking about? Or is he talking about the people on the planet? Because then it's weird. And holy crap, that was my bad. Anyway, and we don't really know if I don't know what he's talking, but you just kind of have to get the sense of what he's talking about. Like, yeah, this pacifier thing has so much strength that it's not it's not an actual pacifier. It's not a toy. It's not something that someone should just be like playing around with. So then the green guys who have it, they're all like, "Yep, if we use this, we can have the." And apparently, this guy is the criminal Jocko's been looking for at the beginning of the episode. So he says the criminal guy just basically says, if we basically can use this inside the pacifier, there's some sort of water, and the green guy calls it basically the human seal water. Basically, yeah, it's kind of actually pretty darn weird of a water if I were to say so myself. Basically, it multiplies your strength by 100, and that's some pretty interesting stuff. I got to admit. So then, my other question is, are they going to use this water in the future for anything else? Because the guy does drink it. And then, these two green dudes are actually... Now these green dudes are actually able to compete with Goten and Trunks. And this isn't good, because Goten and Trunks are actually kind of losing. And just when it looks like they're going to get hit with some, damaging attack, Vegeta shows up and is like, nope. Vegeta just enters all awesome, and then Vegeta basically pulverizes these clowns. And even though their strength is times 100, as I said, to Vegeta they are just clowns trying to play. They're just basically those kids trying to play big kid at the grown up table. So after that, Vegeta then kind of um the guy the one of the green dudes basically encases himself over Vegeta's body, and it's actually kind of weird. Like he just basically sends a water attack at him, and this water basically forms around Vegeta's body and then spits him out. And it didn't do any damage to Vegeta. All it did was actually copy Vegeta. Like it made another Vegeta, and well, that's not good, is it? Because out comes a Vegeta with purple eyes and red hair, or I mean red eyes and like it's like reddish purple eyes, and you can tell he's evil and he's a copy.